a great start to the season for Leicester City Football Club. Mark McGee's men have shown they mean business in the race to win back their Premiership status. Simply the Best is an action-packed programme featuring 8 of the Fox's best matches from the season so far, including a great result at Derby, where Jochin's winner put City in charge at the top of the table. We'll also be going behind the scenes at the Leicester City Golf Day, a fun day out for the manager and his players. But first we start with a brain teaser and 2 questions to test your knowledge about the club. How many managers have City had since Jimmy Bloomfield stepped down in 1977? And can you name them? Look out for the answers at the end of the programme. There's a new look to City's squad, and players brought in by Mark McGee have made a good impact. Gary Parker, the most consistent performer. Aussie midfielder Steve Corica showed great skill before he sadly broke a leg at Port Vale. And Scott Taylor from McGee's former club Reading has also proved a popular signing. Expectations were high at Filbert Street before the season kicked off, and Mark McGee gave his players a chance to relax before the real pressure began, with a club golf day at Kilwood Springs. The brilliant summer weather gave the occasion a real holiday atmosphere, and some of City's stars really did shine.
That'll do that. I hope you've got that. Oh, no. Dreadful. Oh. No chance of any birdies. So we'll keep going.
It's all been good fun, but one sense is a lot of pride between the players.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a fun day, but when it comes down to nitty-gritty, none of the lads like to get beat, even when they're playing any sport. But golf, everybody takes it deadly seriously. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of rivalry later on.
Not supposed to be relaxed before the season starts?
Yeah, it is. Amongst supporters as well, boys who support the club year in and year out, and it's nice to be in contact with them and to speak to them and get their opinions as well.
You're looking forward to the new season?
Yeah, it's not long away. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it immensely. Yeah, we're just about ready.
Next, it's time for the real action. And feature match number 1 is the season's opening showdown at Sunderland, where Steve Corica made his debut just 24 hours after signing for Marconi of Sydney.
Gets underway at Roker Park with 2 teams as full of hope and expectation as usual, especially these 2. That's James Lawrence throwing in an early ball, the former Sunderland player. For Sunderland, always the hopes are high, simply because they're Sunderland with their support and their ambitions. For Leicester City, almost cast in the role of the permanent yo-yo club. Willis, Agnew, neat turn, he's still got to play the ball forward. Agnew still in possession, and again brought down in the midfield, that time by Taylor. Brought forward by Ord, looking for Gray. Sunderland trying to put some pressure on the Leicester defence, and approach work looks promising, but hoofed away there with no messing by Steve Walsh. And the first little spell of pressure there to rouse the Sunderland supporters. Knocked in again towards Angel, the clean header at it. He was perhaps looking for Gray when he really had the option to strike a goal himself there. But the ball's still in play, and now Leicester have a throw. But certainly Angel found himself in space then. Angel there getting to the ball, but not really directing it anywhere near the target. Ball looks around, plays it back for Chamberlain. Kubicki. Scott. Ord. Gray making the bridge for Jimmy Willis. Back for Kevin Poole, former Middlesbrough keeper. Kubicki. Angel, that's a good header down into space. Gray not interfering, Phil, but Gray Michael still going on. Good covering work though by Jimmy Willis. Phil Gray was on his way back from the previous move, but Michael Gray was in the onside position, and it needed Jimmy Willis at his covering best to break that one up. Good header on there into the space by Brett Angel. Gray looking to try and push it in the far side, but Willis wouldn't give him the time. Jimmy Willis really maintaining Leicester's blank score sheet. It really is quite a swirling wind for the players to deal with. It's pretty well behind Sunderland at the moment. But now Gary Parker, signed from Villa last season. Parker with a free kick then. Ball is back there. Agnew dispossessed by Lawrence. Charged down there by Bracewell. What a great strike and what a great goal for the new boy, Corica. Leicester, out of nowhere, have grabbed the lead and the initiative. And Steve Corica has really announced himself to Leicester City. Tremendous shot, really hammered in there. And Leicester 1 up, 9 minutes gone. Angel the furthest forward, Gray onto that left foot, brought down there, the challenge from Mike Whitlow, and that'll get him a booking. First of the season for Leicester City. Whitlow, whose challenges have been sharp to say the least, just a little bit too hasty with that tackle. Scott, Agnew, Ord, Bracewell all over the ball. Sunderland with a real chance to test Kevin Poole here. And it's wide for Scott, and beaten away by the legs of Kevin Poole. Scott made sure his effort hit the target. Crisply struck, but Kevin Poole was equal to it. Free kick, knocked square, Scott straight onto it, and the save from Poole. Agnew's corner, knocked in towards Angel, not cleared by Willis, but he got away with it. Kubicki, Poole has come deep for it, half away, Agnew, goal for Sunderland, 1-1. Steve Agnew following up and cracking the ball into the far corner. Sunderland have mounted a spell of genuine pressure there, and Agnew opens the Sunderland account. It was a difficult ball in, and Kevin Poole only half got it away. There was Agnew, and that was right in the far corner, and that's 1-1. Ord, Agnew, just losing his balance and losing the ball as well to Scott Taylor. Leicester on the break, Robbins through the middle, Joachim trying to get round the back of Scott and succeeding. Early ball in for Robbins, needed the touch and he got it in there and he scored. It's 2-1 Leicester. Mark Robbins turning so sharply there and just tucking his shot inside that post. Sort of goal, very much a Mark Robbins speciality. It was the pace of Joachim that set it up first. Robbins turned round, squared up with a shot, and it was perfectly placed. 2-1 then to Leicester City.
The first home win of the season came in a 6-goal feast against Portsmouth.
Walsh is there. Has to play it, well, I'm not sure whether he was playing that to his goalkeeper or trying to get it square out of the box, knowing that the keeper couldn't pick the ball up. But chance here, maybe. Corica gets it wide. In comes Joachim. If he gets it on the left foot, can he get the shot in? Corica, good turn, good shot. Oh, he's hit the post. What a let off. And whacked away in the end there by Tony Dobson. Tremendous skills there from the Aussie, Steve Corica. And he's not done yet. Lowe trying to hook it over his head. So Mark Poon whacks it downfield again, met by Walsh. Solid obstacle in the centre of the field. Parker getting it wide, good ball, well timed, well placed. David Lowe coming in from the left-hand side, if he can get a crossover. Bit of obstruction there, still in possession, the referee plays on, and Poon comes to the rescue, 1-0! No, the flag was up for offside. And Ewan Roberts not scored his first goal of the season, as everyone in the stand had believed. The flag was already up, and it'll be a free kick to Portsmouth. But what a cracking start for the Foxes. Here's Parker. Jimmy Willis. Oh, good reverse ball to Corica. Now then, Lowe's gone outside. Can he get to it? Can he get the cross in? Pulls it back. Here's Parker. That's a deflection, that's a corner. Gary Parker, Leicester's leading scorer at the moment, with 2 goals to his name, 1 from the penalty spot. But has been close on a couple of occasions here tonight already. Good header coming in from Jimmy Willis. And tipped round by Mark Poon. Here comes the cross. Well delivered ball in here. And Willis timing that one superbly. Great save by goalkeeper Poon. Backing. Great cross from Lowe. It's there. Ewan Roberts has got his first of the season. It came from David Lowe. The ball played in, and there's the header. The keeper desperately trying to get to it. And Leicester City lead Portsmouth by 1-0 in the 15th minute. Ewan Roberts then, his first of the season. Oh, Parker reads the game so well. Oh, he's given it away. A chance here, 1-1. Will it be a penalty? Will it be a goal? And the referee's given the penalty, I'm sure. Drama here in the 35th minute. I don't think there can be any argument about it. Paul Hall. Paul Hall dragged down just inside the box. We'll try and pick that one up again. Here it is. Here's the break. Parker it was who gave it away, and definitely in the box. A penalty for Portsmouth. Oh, sent Poole the wrong way and tucked it in the left-hand side. 1-1 the scoreline here. We're into the 36th minute. Joachim. Leicester, of course, still looking for the first home win of the season. Having been beaten here by Stoke City. Here's Taylor. Well, he'd really love to do something. He's a Portsmouth lad. Chance here, 2-1! Oh, superbly struck! Ewan Roberts, the scorer. Pick that one out. Well, joy here at Filbert Street. It's taken them just a minute to reply. Ball clipped over the top. And this a thunderous finish from Ewan Roberts. Hits it first time. The keeper got a touch to it, but couldn't divert it. And Leicester City lead Portsmouth by 2-1. Creaney to Simpson. Stopped again by Parker. Parker's had much the better of the confrontations between these two, and Simpson setting himself for the shot there, denied by Walsh. Troy Simpson, I know he loves playing here. He usually has a good game when he comes to Filbert Street. It's one of his favourite grounds. Oh, clever play. Taylor doing well, got a nudge in the back, but he'd already delivered the pass. Here's Parker. Again, Lowe coming in on the blind side from this left-hand side, this near side. Corica turning well. Through now, can they get the bodies in? Hat-trick! Ewan Roberts gets his third of the night. Oh, superb finish. The Welsh international is destroying Portsmouth here. Brilliant build-up again by Leicester. Corica starting it with that turn that's set. Giddings the wrong way, plays the ball through perfectly. Now look at this, just rolled back, and Ewan Roberts, he had to stretch back for it, but still managed to get the power in the shot. And Mark Poon nowhere at all. It's Leicester City 3, Portsmouth 1. Well, no doubt who all the journalists and television and pressmen will be wanting to interview after this game. Ewan Roberts, the hero. He opened his account here tonight with a beautiful header, and has beaten Poon again with two tremendous shots. And Leicester still looking for more goals as Joachim charges forward. A little trip there by Simpson. And a free kick for Leicester City. Parker looks like he might be going to hammer this one. Corica just to the left. Hill peels away. Parker hits it, it's deflected, it's there! Oh, terrible mistake by Mark Poon. Parker will claim that one, although it was a deflection. Here it comes again. Parker with the shot. Colin Hill just peeling away to the right. Parker drills it with the right foot, keeps it low, got a deflection off the wall there, and then off the keeper. Parker will claim that one. It's 4-1 to Leicester City. And Creaney limping off. That's a bad blow for Portsmouth. But what's on here? Drilled across there with his first touch. Not bad for Bradbury. Could have set up a goal there. It was certainly a good ball across. And Bradbury still in on the 6-yard line, but the cross doesn't come in. It's a corner to Portsmouth. And John Dernin trotting across to take it. Oh, good header in, and it's there! Gittins has scored! I think Kevin Poole was unsighted, but John Gittins scores his first goal of the season. The ball flicked across, and Gittins was there to steer it into the bottom right-hand corner. And right on the hour, Portsmouth reduced the arrears. It's now Leicester City 4, Portsmouth 2. Simpson, Pethick, Walsh going in on Gittins there, and here's Russell. But Leicester have driven them back to the centre circle again. Maybe a chance for the break here. Corica playing it through for Roberts. Now then, has he got the pace? Oh, he turns well. Good vision there too for Parker. Parker with a strike. Oh, and he just clips the top of the crossbar. Superb football from Leicester City, turning defence into attack. And great vision there by Ewan Roberts. Gary Parker racing through with the final shot. The angle didn't really favour him, but he still beat the keeper and clipped the top of the crossbar. And there it is, it's all over. A marvellous night for Filbert Street fans. 4-2 the final scoreline here. But all the plaudits will go to Ewan Roberts. A magnificent hat-trick from him. The first goal coming in the 15th minute. David Lowe clipping in a beautiful ball as he came along the line inside the box there. And a great header, which gave the goalkeeper no chance at all. Jerry Creaney made it 1-1 in the 36th minute from the penalty spot. And then Ewan Roberts struck again. 2-1 in the 37th minute. 3-1 with another fine shot in the 43rd. And Gary Parker made it a real rout in the first half with his effort in the 45th minute. John Giddins pulled one back for Portsmouth in the second half, but they weren't good enough on the night. It's Leicester City's day. Leicester City 4, Portsmouth 2. Oh, Ewan, congratulations. Your second hat-trick of your career, and a marvellous one it was too.
Yeah, we played very well first half. We could have scored more than 4 goals in the first half. Second half we didn't play as well, but we still created the chances, and obviously I'm delighted to have scored 3.
First one was a header, the second 2 with your feet. Which of the 3 gave you most satisfaction?
I think the third. I'd scored 2, and obviously always hoping that you can get the third. And Scotty Taylor made a great run, pulled it back, and I managed to put it past the keeper.
A really powerful shot, in fact.
Yeah, I caught it just nicely, and the fella got a good challenge in on me. But fortunate for me, he was a bit too late, and I put it into the goal.
I think we can say that safely that your name is pencilled in for the team on Saturday.
You never know. I didn't start the first 2 games. I played my first game on Saturday, which we didn't play well at Luton. We got a point out of the game, but we didn't play well. We played a lot better tonight, and the most important thing is getting the 3 points.
Yeah, it was a good result, and one you needed, as you said, after 2 indifferent performances.
Yeah, I mean, we played well against Stoke and we lost the game. We didn't play well against Luton and we got a point out of the game. So, you know, it's a funny league. Teams keep on beating each other, and it'll be like this until the end of the season, I'm sure.
Victory over Portsmouth took City surging into the top 3 of the First Division. 2 wins and 1 draw, then Mark McGee's men ended the month of August in a useful position. Next came a showdown with pre-season promotion favourites Wolves.
So 2 teams hopefully very much in form. They shared 7 goals between them during the week, and here's Corica straight away with a shot for Leicester City that dribbles wide of Stowell's left hand upright. Bright opening from the Australian for Leicester. Corica just drifted across Stowell, but we're always going wide. He did impress me the first glimpse I had of him against Stoke City 2 weeks ago. This is Dennis Pearce making his full debut in the number 11 shirt for Wolves. The Wolves pass was cut out by Grayson. Grayson playing today because Colin Hill is away on international duty for the Northern Ireland team in Portugal. And that's Grayson's throw onto the head of Roberts. De Wolf took his time. Foul on Daly. Good to see Tony Daly back in the thick of things. Missed out virtually the whole of last season, just 1 appearance for Wolves. And now back in the fold, and Dean Richards with the Wolves free kick. Covering tackle by Mike Whitlow. And Richards has come forward to help out here. And wins another throw in. But applause for Ewan Roberts getting back there. Good play, and it's released Julian Joachim up the right-hand side here for Leicester. Taking on Pearce, gets a cross in, which is a good one, and it should have been a goal for Leicester City. The cutback was perfect from Joachim. And they're right in front of goal. What a chance this is for Leicester. And Scott Taylor really should have scored. Wolves should have been behind. Ewan Roberts got his head well to that, and it's low, brings Whitlow into the move. They've four in the middle, and it's Joachim's header, good one too. Well, Julian Joachim's now more than 5'5", but he soared well there, a glancing header, just wide of that left-hand upright. Good try from Joachim. Whitlow with the cross, he knew there were 3 or 4 in blue shirts ready, but probably didn't expect the smallest of the lot of them to be the one on the end of it. Richards. Wolves have grown in composure as the game has gone on a little, and they're probably dictating the pace of the game at the moment. This is Emblem. Good tackle back, as well played by Taylor. And now Parker, it's a killer ball through the middle, and here is a chance. Corica, Richards getting across, and almost, but Richards showed his pace there. Having just slightly been caught out of position, he got back and got his foot in. What a ball from Gary Parker though. Over the top of Dean Richards. Corica with 1 touch, 2 touches, and then look at the pace of Richards to get back there, just to get a foot in, and it's gone wide. But it's a corner. And it's Parker. They're still all massed in the middle waiting. And here's a great chance for Mike Whitlow, and Leicester City are in front. He doesn't get many, Whitlow, but he was in the right place at the right time. Leicester City in front. The ball had come back to Gary Parker, who swings it in delightfully here. There's the header on. I think it was Steve Walsh who got in, and it was perfect for Whitlow as it dropped onto his left boot. Corica, always willing to be involved, and he generally does something good with the ball. Look at this. Excellent play from Corica again. The referee's played an advantage there, allowing Joachim to cross in. Roberts! Oh, was there a push there? There seemed to be a push by Ferguson for sure on Scott Taylor. The referee hasn't given that, but I would have said that for definite, as Roberts headed the ball down. Corica had worked and foraged tirelessly there. Look at that, they've taken the shirt off his back just about. But when Joachim flights this cross in, just watch out for a little push on Scott Taylor. Taylor's in the centre of your picture. Roberts gets the header. There seemed to be a push. To be fair, Wolves haven't created a lot of chances. The best of them fell to Steve Bull. Now it's Joachim trying to give them the run around. Shots over the top. It's a long time since Julian Joachim found the net. Tottenham Hotspurs were the last team to suffer almost a year ago. He got 2 in that match, and he's not got a goal for the best part of 12 months. Well, many of the fans imploring the referee to blow that final whistle. I'd say we've had about 2 minutes of time added. Wolves have never looked like finding a way through all afternoon, and they are not going to find their way through. It's been another hugely disappointing performance from Wolves. They've been second best all day to Leicester City, and Mike Whitlow's goal wins the points in the Midlands derby. No wonder he leaves the field with a grin etched all over his face.
Mark, that rounds off a pretty good week for you, really.
Yeah, I think 6 home points especially is gratifying, you know, after we lost a game at Stoke where we knew we hadn't played all that badly, but had disappointed a lot of people who had high expectations after our first game of the season. So to come and win 2 games at home has been a big boost for us all, the supporters included.
McGee's men confirm their confidence really was on a high in the next match at the baseball ground.
Here's Karika, the new man in the side. Parker, the new captain of Leicester City this season. And Karika's layoff to Colin Hill, the Northern Ireland international, played for them a week ago against Portugal. This is Joe Chim, and that's a foul. Quickly taken as well, and it almost caught Derby napping this time. Powell just did enough.
Well, that's nice and bright. Puts it down, looks as if he's going to chip in the middle. Little quick free kick, and I got a feeling if that ball hadn't gone out of playing distance, then Scott Taylor might have found himself receiving a penalty for that.
He'll get there first, ahead of Gabbiadini. Roberts up front, couldn't control it.
Some starting in a minute and a half or something, and we should have had a goal and maybe a penalty.
And let's hope that sets the tone. And certainly, as I mentioned before the kick-off, there's a mistake by Welsh to Sturridge, giving him another opportunity. A very loud and confident appeal, and the referee's given a penalty. 2 minutes gone, Derby County have a penalty.
And once again, all down to the persistence of this fella. I mean, Walsh is a good favourite here. Maybe a bit rusty, but you watch him, he's pressurised by Sturridge. He's taking it in field now. And I don't think that was a penalty. I think Sturridge has just ridden the defender there. Defender's got his body under him a little bit, but I think Sturridge has ridden it over him there. I just wonder how much of what's just happened up in the other end was in the referee's mind there.
A harsh decision against Willis, but a penalty it is. And it'll be John Harkes to take it, and it's saved! Brilliant stop by Kevin Poole, because that was a well-struck penalty low into the corner. The goalkeeper's nightmare, but he produced a magnificent stop.
I was saying before the game to Chris Turner, who's a coach at Leicester.
Walsh getting the resultant corner clear, and what a dramatic opening we've had here. And there's a foul on Harkes, which might produce the first yellow card of the game for David Lowe.
You're right, he placed it fairly well, Harkes, but it's not driven as hard as he would have liked. I mean, when you think of the way Harkes can power a ball, he's really just chipped that one and blocked it at him. Nice save, but not the best penalty.
Lowe caution for the foul on Harkes. A lot of movement in the penalty area, and missed by 3 or 4 people. Sturridge in the end, close to another goal. We've now had 3 minutes and 45 seconds. We've had 1 penalty, could have had 2, could have had 2 goals.
And everything's involved around this little fella. Who's a little live wire. Look, he's gone right into the fray. And I must confess, when he got on the end of it, I thought that was going over Poole into the net.
So many injury problems for Derby early season. Of course, Gary Rowett, Ron Willems, the Dutch striker, they could both be back for the match at Portsmouth next week. And then an incident off the ball there, which I must confess I didn't see. I think you did, Ron.
Got to be a sending off this. Got to be a sending off. Ewan Roberts, there's a little tangle between him and Van der Laan, and Roberts senselessly just whacked out of him. I mean, the ball had gone away from him, all right. You can lose your temper, but not your professionalism like that. Referee, no alternative.
25 minutes.
He didn't hesitate either, the ref. Got him off. Stupidity, because he's a key man.
Now that really does cause a problem for Leicester City, because Roberts, the lone striker in that formation with 5 in midfield, so they're going to have to change the pattern of play now, obviously. Lowe, Karika, both capable of playing up front, but here's the incident that led to the dismissal. Oh yes.
I mean, is that stupid or is it not?
Well,
I mean, all right, there was a little tussle or whatever, but no, he hasn't been aggravated that much. His shirt's pulled, but
well, with the referee that close, in fact, the referee could have been 100 yards away and seen that. I think it was a very, very foolish thing to do. And Robin van der Laan is not one of those players who is likely to feign injury either. He's certainly got a clout right in the face.
the best of it is, you know, he gets automatic suspensions. Mark McGee will obviously take disciplinary action against him. He also holds himself up for an incident like that in front of the FA, doesn't he?
Yes, and there'll be the loss of wages, the difficulties for his teammates now reduced to 10 men.
I think what they'll do now, I think they'll put Lowe and Joachim as fairly wide strikers and then play just a three-man midfield.
Well, Mark McGee will be livid about that. A totally unnecessary dismissal for Ewan Roberts.
Very important for Derby, though, now the way they use their extra man, and I believe the extra man is either the full-backs, particularly one they can change play to.
Low. Taylor, and on to Joachim. Chance here for Joachim. Superb finish. Julian Joachim gives Leicester City the lead 13 minutes before half-time, despite the fact that they're down to 10 men.
Well, that's some good passing up this side, involving Lowe, and then it's Taylor's. But look at the way Joachim pulls away from Wassell. I mean, Wassell must have been absolutely asleep, but he has no other responsibility but Joachim. Hasn't got to worry about covering, just look after Joachim, and that's Wassell's game. He's not a passer of a ball, he's not a creative defender, but he is a marker, and he hasn't defended there at all. Great finish from Joachim. Cool, came across his body, but give the keeper no chance. But that is very, very poor marking there from Wassell.
A harsh challenge there by Whitlow. The referee waves play on because Derby are in possession with Kavanagh and now Powell. Good square ball to Nicholson. Gabbiadini linking with him. And Willis wins it back for Leicester. Joachim caused a problem for Wassell. Julian Joachim hadn't scored for about a year. He got two in a 2-1 victory over Spurs in the Premiership and hadn't been on target since. Brilliant finish though, Ron.
It's a superb finish. His first touch is good. It opens him up just right. No blame attached to the keeper, but very unhappy with the marking from the central defender.
And Jim Smith's frustrating start to his first season as Derby manager looks set to continue here. There's the final whistle. 3 home matches for Derby, only 2 points to show. Leicester City, however, had good cause to celebrate. The start to their season back in the Ensley League has been a very successful one. Gary Parker, man of the match. Julian Joachim, the winning goal scorer. They had Ewan Roberts sent off. They saw Derby miss a penalty in a match full of incident. Let's hear the views of Jim Smith, who's with Gary Newbon.
Jim, you must agree you had plenty of chances there.
Well, I mean, in the first 5 minutes we had a penalty, was it? And Gabardine had a good chance, to go in front, and we didn't take the chances. And then they went down to 10 men. We gave a bad goal away, and in the second half, obviously, we proceeded to keep most of the ball. And we had, Sturridge looked to have, I haven't seen it, but I mean, he looked a great chance.
It was a good chance.
He should have put it away, really. And then I thought Flinney, when he shouldn't have gone in there, I think Sturridge would have bent it in and would have got a goal, but he went in a bad position to be offside. And we had plenty of the play, but we didn't create enough chances.
Joachim's winner against Derby was enough to take City to the top of the table by virtue of a better goal-scoring record than Millwall. And City strengthened their position 2 days later with a 2-0 win at Port Vale. Sam McMahon's first ever goal for City broke the deadlock just before the break. Ewan Roberts made certain of the points 10 minutes from time with the goal that made it 2-0. And that completed an impressive run of 4 wins in a row. The next match was against Mark McGee's former club Reading. It turned out to be quite a contest, thanks largely to a brilliant display by Reading keeper Simon Shepherd.
Forward. Now Parker. On from low. And a quick throw in taken by Whitlow. Well there, and Nogan 2-1. Rennie awards the free kick Leicester's way, and they might look to take it quickly. Leicester have had a pretty settled side so far this season, but today lacking Steve Corica, the Australian, who unfortunately broke a leg in midweek, and he's going to be out for 6 weeks. And they'll soon be without Ewan Roberts. I think Parker's going to have a crack with this. It could have gone anywhere. It's found its way through. Great save from Willis, still in there. And Simon Shepherd, who hasn't had a very good start to this season, makes a notable stop there to deprive Jimmy Willis of the day's first goal. Belted in by Parker. It really could have gone anywhere, that. It found its way through to Willis, who turned and cracked in the shot. Good stop, Shepherd. Oh, part of the glorious game. Hillsgrove's gone around in circles here. Jilch has done really well to keep that in play, and now he is taken out by Joachim, and that'll be a booking for the Leicester man. A little bit of revenge one fancies there. Logan's come back to win the ball back for Reading, and he's up there, as are 3 or 4 Reading players. Good move, Burnell here, driven in, goal for Reading. Andy Burnell's first ever. Well, it's always a great moment for a player when he scores his first goal And when this one is laid across by Mickey Gooding, it is perfect for the Australian full-back, who drives it in beneath the foot of a defender, wide of Poole and into the corner of the Leicester net. Roberts. This is low into the game for the first time, really. Whitlow. Roberts just on the edge of that area. Parker who clips it in. Space now, maybe it'll come for Joachim. Nearly came for G. Desperately got away, only as far as Parker again. The ball then looks good. Here's Roberts! And a brilliant save by Shepherd. Roberts with the downward header. He was standing right in front of Simon Shepherd. Parker has floated in the perfect cross here. Roberts looked a certain score as he came in behind the last line of defence. It's a wonderful stop. Walsh. Drift across towards Roberts here, and another great save by Shepherd. Ewan Roberts just can't believe his luck so far. That's twice he's looked certain to beat Shepherd from close range with headers, and twice that Shepherd has foiled him. Taylor, great running by Taylor, and again he's foiled by Shepherd. Scott Taylor, looking to round off his first player against Reading for Leicester City, has done everything right, really. Taylor into space between the two defenders, and then Shepherd keeps it out. Now Roberts is in here again. Ewan Roberts surely now. No! And again it's just beyond Leicester to beat Reading. Things continue to go against them. Phil G it was diving to get in on the end of the Roberts cross shot, and he couldn't do that. Now it's Whitlow. That's a deliberate approach by Leicester, but they've made little progress so far. Perhaps now they can with Joachim. The ball spins away from him. He tries to get it back. He'll come for Grayson, and Shepherd makes another stop. Fans here at Filbert Street today, hoping that Leicester can still squeeze something from this match, and they might yet. Here's Taylor. And Shepherd, for the umpteenth time today, is the final barrier to Reading, to Leicester City. Taylor weaving his way through to the edge of the area, but it never looked like beating Shepherd. 12 minutes to go, and Reading holding on to this one-goal lead. Leicester lost their first home game against Stoke City, and they're in danger of losing here again in front of their own fans, having had this excellent away run, winning at Derby, winning at Port Vale, winning at Sunderland. So it's at home that they can't quite get it right. But hope springs eternal. Roberts going to find a way through. Taylor now. Robbins leaving it for Taylor. Well, he's had several shots at goal today, but without reward. So for once the Reading defence a little lackadaisical. Whitlow on the outside. They're queuing up in the middle. Here's Roberts, and it's in this time. You could call it third time lucky for Ewan Roberts. He's lethal in the air. Shepherd nearly kept that one out as well. Whitlow's cross. Roberts, who's twice been denied in this match by Shepherd, probably thought he had been again, found its way in off the keeper's gloves. Drills that ball long, and it finally gets out to David Lowe. This could be Leicester's last chance, and here's Taylor. He's in space, and he'll win a corner. Desperate defending by Reading now to keep their goal intact and win a point. But Leicester's corner, Walsh and Roberts inevitably will try and be on the end of this. And Shepherd gets it out. Here's Taylor, he could win it. And Shepherd again, Taylor again, Robbins. It won't go in, it just won't go in. Dramatic finale at Filbert Street. Shepherd again the saviour, but Leicester have still got bodies in there. And Shepherd now saves from Walsh. Well, how ironic that Reading have signed Boris Mikhailov, the Bulgarian international goalkeeper, the World Cup keeper, and yet Shepherd today has had an outstanding match. But the final whistle sounds. It was only Leicester's tenacity that won them a point on this day. Reading held on for a long time after Andy Burnell struck his first goal for the club, and it wasn't until the 80th minute that Ewan Roberts finally glanced in a header to foil Simon Shepherd's super showing goal for Reading. Just about the right result. Leicester won, Reading won.
In the Coca-Cola Cup, the Foxes were up against second division Burnley, but any giant-killing thoughts never got off the ground, and City produced a business-like performance to put them on their way to round 3. Just over midway through the first half, the deadlock was broken by Mark Robbins. The lead was increased at the start of the second half. Burnley's hopes of springing a surprise were undermined by a soft goal. Julian Joachim was a benefactor when his 56th-minute shot embarrassed goalkeeper Beresford. Joachim's second goal of the season, and that made it 2-0 on the night. In the second leg, City finished off what they started with a comfortable win at Turf Moor. Mark Robbins was the hero on the night with 2 late goals, his first after 79 minutes. Then, 3 minutes from time, City's number 10 claimed his 4th goal of the season, completing a 4-0 aggregate win. Back in the league came a tough trip to Carrow Road, where Frenchman Frank Rolling, a £100,000 recruit from Ayr United, made his debut.
Andy Johnson trying to break through. First touch for Leg. Poor first touch from Crook. Whitlow with the throw. Newsom there ahead of Robbins. Whitlow. David Lowe. Forward run by Grayson if he can find him. Nobody picking Lowe up then. Poor pass forward by Colin Hill. Walsh, Lowe. He's found Robbins this time. Good ball by Mark Robbins, and again it's Parker who's got forward. Johnson snapping at his heels, and Johnson just about manages to get the foot in. He's conceded the corner, but he did well to get across then and to cover Gary Parker. Rollings and Walsh forward. Here is Walsh off the line, and eventually over the top. A real scramble in the Norwich City goalmouth then. The 2 big men had gone forward, Rolling and Walsh. It came out to Walsh, and eventually it was off the line by Adams and over the top by Lowe. Olathorn. Akinbaye together with Hill. Onside this time, Fleck. Fleck stayed down. Leicester stopped then. Johnson. Akinbaye. Johnson. Great stop. That was a great save by Kevin Poole. Akinbaye did his job well then. He held things up. He had so many options. Look at them, they were all lining up, and Johnson eventually with a shot. Well stopped by Poole. Whitlow, Robbins, Taylor, Joachim. Grayson outside, Joachim. Olathorn did well to get a foot in. Robbins, all a little bit intricate there. Mark Robbins, still Robbins. Joachim, just wide. It could have gone anywhere. Unfortunately for Norwich, it went wide of a post. Mark Robbins would have loved to have scored against his old club, and he had the chance then, but there was a wall of yellow shirts ahead of him, and Joachim very nearly caught the target too. Rolling forward again, but well cut out by Rob Olathorn. One back by Parker. Taylor forward for Leicester. Robbins, good stop by Marshall. The Predator showing the usual instincts then. At his best in that position, Mark Robbins. And the pressure's still on. Parker. Now Grayson. Away by Olathorn. Does well to keep it in play. Grayson now for Leicester. Still Grayson. Header coming in at the far post was by Walsh. Steve Walsh, such a distinctive figure in defence, and a distinctive figure coming forward then. It was a good cross, and he came in from nowhere then, Walsh. O'Neill. Sheeran, first touch for him. It's a good one as well to find Johnson. O'Neill, he just took it a shade too far. But it was a good, positive forward run then by young Keith O'Neill. Good work as well by Johnson. Olathorn with the throw. Into no man's land. Bowen. Pryor got in his way then. Heskey. Held off by Johnson. Neil Barry, the referee from Scunthorpe. A free kick for Leicester City. Parker takes it, and Parker gets it back. Touch by Lowe. Johnson. Forward for Sheeran. Rolling. Back to his goalkeeper. He's done well, Frank Rolling. Taylor now. Taylor. Scott Taylor's prepared to go on and on. First of all, it was Olathorn who got the foot in. Here's Grayson. Low. And that's in from Heskey. The teenager. Emil Heskey. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Grayson, Low, and eventually the final touch from Heskey. A good run by Lowe, a good cross as well, and a good finish from Emil Heskey. Poole, Joachim, Olathorn's there first, now O'Neill. Second minute of injury time. Olathorn will have to launch this forward. Sheeran. Heskey again. How appropriate that the man who scored the winning goal should have the final touch. Emil Heskey, the substitute, who's still a YTS trainee at Leicester City, who came on and got the goal which keeps Leicester City at the top of the First Division. Heskey's goal after 87 minutes, just enough to separate these two teams. Leicester played with 5 at the back, but when they broke quickly and effectively, and it's a tactic which Norwich must guard against, and will have to guard again against this season, because teams will not come here and make it easy for them, there's no doubt about that. But Leicester City stay top of the First Division. The final score at Carrow Road, Norwich City 0, Leicester City 1.
That great win at Norwich increased City's lead at the top to 2 points. 6 wins out of 10 in the league meant Mark McGee's men were still setting the pace at the end of September. With little between the top clubs, just 6 points separating the leading 7 teams. Close on City's heels were third place Barnsley. The stage was set for a real battle when the two sides met at Oakwell. Barnsley have a proud home record here at Oakwell, unbeaten so far at home. But City have produced some of their best results away from Filbert Street. What can they do today? 10 minutes gone. That's a long hopeful ball, and Robbins in space. And what a great finish by Mark Robbins. He found himself in space and he took his chance. With great precision. No wonder he looks delighted. The coolest of goals by the City striker. That's his second league goal of the season, and a great start for Leicester City. Now then, can City take full control here at Oakwell? They've made the start they wanted, and confidence is certainly on the up. That's a good ball to Lowe, he's got plenty of space. Robbins is waiting for it, a good save! What can Joachim do? No, he can't finish. That's a close call for Barnsley, and it really should have been 2-0. Barnsley haven't had so many chances today, but they've got one now. Neil Redfern, and that's a good save from Kevin Poole, and well cleared. A crucial stage of the game this. We've got just 4 minutes before half time. Can City hold on to their lead? Redfern with the corner. What can City do here? That doesn't look too good. It's a goal for Andy Payton. Andy Payton has made City pay. Poor defending there. And that's Barnsley back on level terms. 1-1. Relief for the home fans. And that sets the game up for a good second half here at Oakwell. The match well poised at 1-1. A win today for either side will be a major boost in the race for the promotion. And at the moment, he says either side is capable of taking the points. Who's going to make it count? Blake now. Well, that's a bad mistake by Blake, and City are in trouble. Martin Bullock is the man in possession, and that's a great finish by Bullock. A great finish. You won't see a better strike of the ball. A great goal by Bullock, and that really puts City under pressure. Just over 20 minutes now remaining, and City are 2-1 down. Time running out then. What can City do here? Well, they've won a corner. 7 minutes remaining, and still time to turn this game round. It'll be Gary Parker with the corner. A very consistent player for City this season. Steve Wilson gone forward for this one. So to his Carey, and they've won it between them, and it's in! City have equalised! And David Lowe claims the goal. Lowe, Walsh and Carey played their part. Who cares? It's 2-2 and City are back in the game. Well, the Barnsley defence really guilty of ball watching there, and they could have saved it on the line. A goal that may well keep Mark McGee's men at the top of the First Division table tonight. David Lowe's equaliser meant City remained in #1 position in the race to join the Premiership. So far so good in the quest to bounce back and win promotion at the first attempt. Now then, how did he get on with our trivia quiz? The question we asked was, how many managers have City had since Jimmy Bloomfield stepped down in 1977? The answer is 7, and they are Frank McClintock, Jock Wallace, Gordon Milne, Brian Hamilton, David Pleat, Brian Little, and the current manager, of course, Mark McGee. The Jimmy Bloomfield era is highlighted in the great new video featuring 8 memorable games. Leicester City Match of the 70s is a collection of magic moments from a superb decade when the Foxes earned a reputation as great entertainers. Don't miss out, order your copy now.
Birchinall taking it up. Grove making a tremendous run down there for Leicester City. Inside again for Earl. Kicked on and a goal by Stevie Earl. Beautifully played by Leicester City.